Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today? How are you, Miss Pugs?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very pleased to be back here, sharing another story and song with all of our friends at home.
I know, it's lovely.
It is. It's really, really nice. And the good news is we are continuing with Julia Donaldson this week. At least this week, maybe even next week as well. She's so fantastic and we like her stories so much we want to share more of them with you.
Yeah, I like them because they rhyme.
I like them because they have lots of voices. Which good morning song would you like to do this morning?
I'd like to do the new song.
The new one. Okay.
Can you remember it?
I'm going to try.
Just try your best.
I will.
Here we go. Hello,
Hello, how are you? Hello, hello, it's good to see you. I say hello to you and all your friends. I say hello. Let's meet together, let's read together, let's have fun with friends.
You remembered?
Thank you. Today's story is called The Gruffalo's Child. We met the Gruffalo last week. His eyes are orange.
Yeah.
His tongue is black. His
He's got
purple prickles all over his back. But today we're meeting the Gruffalo's child for the
Has he
first
got
time.
the same things on his body?
Well, let's have a look. Here he is.
Oh.
So here's the Gruffalo. And here's the Gruffalo's child.
I don't think he's got a poisonous wart on his nose yet.
Not yet, maybe when he's older, when he
Yeah.
grows up to be a full-grown Gruffalo. Everybody ready? Good.
Here we go. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood.
Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once.
Said the Gruffalo.
I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? Well, I can't quite remember,
The Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head.
The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire.
One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the woods went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh, a trail in the snow. Whose is this trail, and where does it go? A tail poked out of the log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse?
What do you think? Is this the big bad mouse?
Out slid the creature. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all.
You're not a mouse. Not I,
said the snake.
He's down by the lake eating Gruffalo cake.
The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild.
I'm not scared,
said the Gruffalo's child. Aha, aho! Marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? 2 eyes gleamed out of the treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Down flew the creature His tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort.
You're not a mouse. To who? Not I. But he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie.
The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild,
I'm not scared.
said the Gruffalo's child. Ah, oh, a track in the snow. Whose is this track, and where does it go? Whiskers, at last, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, his whiskers weren't wiry.
You're not a mouse.
Oh no, not me. He's under a tree, drinking Gruffalo tea.
We saw a trick,
said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled.
I don't believe in the big bad mouse. But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. Wait,
said the mouse.
before you eat, there's a friend of mine you ought to meet. If you'll let me hop on the hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend, so bad and big.
The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist.
The big bad mouse, so he does exist.
The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned, then said,
Just wait and see.
Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell on the ground. Who's this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder.
The big bad mouse!
Yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Aha! Aho! Prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints, and where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was feeling a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored.
Lovely. That mouse is a clever mouse.
Very clever mouse.
Yeah, first he scared the Gruffalo, now he scared the Gruffalo's child. What song are we going to sing to go with that today?
Well, I want to do the same song as last week because we were getting quite good at it. And we know the same animals in this story. So I think we should do it again.
Okay, so it's If You're Happy and You Know It.
Yes, but it is in a different order.
Ooh.
Because he met the
Yes,
characters in a
that's
different
right.
order, didn't he, in this story? So, who are we meeting first? Who did the Gruffalo's child meet
He
first?
saw the scaly tail going into the log pile house and he thought it was the mouse.
But it wasn't the mouse.
No,
Who was it?
it was the snake.
Okay, so we'll sing If You're Happy and You Know It, Hiss Like a Snake.
Hiss like a snake. You ready? You ready?
It's a mouthy sound, that one. Okay, let's go.
If you're happy and you know it, hiss like a snake. If you're happy and you know it, hiss like a snake. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, hiss like a snake.
Who was next?
Ooh.
Ooh, you sound just like him.
Oh, it's the owl.
Yes, woot-doo.
Twit-twoo.
If you're
Happy and you know it, hoot like an owl. Twit-twoo. If you're happy and you know it, hoot like an owl. Twit-twoo. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, hoot like an owl. Twit-twoo. Are you twit-twooing at home?
Twit-twoo.
Twit-twoo.
Next, he saw the fox.
Right.
And do you remember last week what the fox sounded like on the path? He tapped his feet.
So if you're happy and you know it, tap your feet.
Yeah, you can get up and
I'm
tap.
ready to tap my feet.
Here we go. If you're
Happy and you know it, tap your feet. If you're happy and you know it, tap your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, tap your feet. Lovely.
So that was all of the animals that the mouse tricked. So why don't we do the mouse now?
Oh, yes.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Here we go.
If you're happy and you know it, squeak like a mouse. Squeak, 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 squeak. If you're happy and you know it, squeak like a mouse. Squeak, 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 squeak. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, squeak like a mouse. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Well, at the end, oh yes, the Gruffalo was feeling really sleepy, and the Gruffalo's child went home, and he went to sleep too.
He did.
So shall we go to sleep?
Let's go to sleep.
And then it will be the end.
Okay. If you're happy and you know it, go to sleep. If you're happy and you know it, go to sleep. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, go to sleep.
Wake up! We need to say goodbye.
Oh, right. Have we reached the end?
Yeah, it's time to say bye.
We're back tomorrow.
We are. It's Tuesday tomorrow.
Have a lovely day, everybody. Really enjoy your online learning, and we will see you tomorrow for more story and song. Bye.